Welcome to AECI Water, a division of the AECI Group. AECI Water embraces a safety culture and strives towards the goal of zero harm. The safety and protection of our people and the environment is our top priority. We aspire to operate sustainably without harm to people, the environment, and the communities in which we operate. To ensure zero harm, we believe in these four critical fundamentals: accountable leadership that sets the tone for zero harm. Our business comes with risks. We take reasonable steps to minimize and mitigate those risks. We drive continuous improvement actions to achieve zero harm, and our people own and actively participate in the journey to zero harm. We demonstrate and live by the desired behaviors every day. In order to achieve zero harm, our team exhibit the Captain Zero traits. In other words, applying the principles of life-saving behaviors, critical safe behaviors, and keeping each other out of harm's way. Our life-saving behaviors inculcate a culture of safety throughout the group and focus on those behaviors and activities that have the potential risk of serious injury or fatality when safety rules are not adhered to. The following safety measures have been put in place. The 15 critical safe behaviors focus on those behaviors and activities that enforce the safe behaviors that are required to minimize any risk of recordable injuries. In our effort to manage safety, health, environment and quality, we subscribe to the following standards: ISO 45000, ISO 14001, ISO 9001, and Responsible Care. AECI follows a four-layered risk assessment approach, each at a different level of detail. Continuous Risk Assessment, or CRA, is the fourth layer of assessment and focuses on managing personal risk exposure. Zero In is a continuous risk assessment tool and a standard across all AECI divisions. At AECI Water, we encourage all our visitors to zero in and join us on the journey to prevent harm. Entry into the plant areas. Before entering the plant areas, ensure that you complete the visitors register. All visitors or contractors must proceed to the reception where they will be connected to the host. Upon entry to our site, visitors or contractors must declare all personal items at security, for example, cameras, weapons, laptops, etc. All visitors or contractors will be issued with a card confirming your induction. Management of incidents, injury on site. Know who the first aider of the area is and who to call in case of an emergency. All incidents must be reported immediately to the supervisor or your host in the vicinity, so that the necessary corrective measures may be taken. Actions in the case of gas release, fire or explosion. Initiate emergency procedures by actuating the emergency alarm situated outside the following buildings: MCC room, outside the stenciling area, engineering workshop, and control room. After sounding the alarm, report to the control room to provide incident information. The Emperor alarm is a siren whereby 3 consecutive but separate bursts of the alarm will sound, each of approximately 5 seconds duration. The Emperor is tested on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. This test consists of sounding the alarm for a short duration from the control gate. The alarm is a hooter type located outside the control room and, if activated, will continue to sound for a period of not less than 2 minutes. The AECI Water emergency alarms will be tested on a similar frequency of once per week on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. All other persons on site must accompany their host to the nearest G room. Take note of the G room procedure and follow it. Take note of the wind direction and evacuate upwind of the leak. When the condition is safe, the all clear will be initiated by the action group leader or Emperor controller as per the extent of the emergency. Personal protective equipment. At the entrance to each plant is a board which indicates the PPE that must be worn before entering the plant. Make sure that you have all the PPE as prescribed. Hazards and risk management. Our operations involve the use of dangerous goods which must be stored appropriately. These goods include raw materials, intermediaries, finished products, and waste materials. Our plant is also classified as a major hazard installation due to the type and quantities of chemicals processed, stored, and distributed to customers. The top 5 hazards on our plants are hazardous chemicals, non-process fires, moving equipment, runaway reactions, and working at heights. The hazards posed by these chemicals include inhalation, absorption through the skin, and ingestion, which can have detrimental effects on your health. Safety will always be integral to our culture, and each and every one of us is responsible for both our individual and collective well-being, because we are zero heroes. This induction is valid for a period of 12 months. Once you have completed the induction, you will be issued with an access card, which you must keep in your possession at all times while on site. Failure to do so will result in you being removed from the site. Thank you for your time. Please go out there and practice these rules. Remember to zero in before, during, and after any task.